What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing today's game between the Chicago Bulls and Washington Wizards. And of course, this is my Bulls report. Now, the Chicago Bulls are coming off of a win in their last outing and basically looking for a way to build upon that in a game where they were looking up at the standings at other teams, and the Washington Wizards were one of those teams that are ahead of the Bulls in so many ways in the race for either a play-in or a last-minute playoff spot. So with the Bulls going against a team like the Wizards, you want to see them come out and basically off to the races. Guys like, you want to see Zach LaVine, you want to see DeMar DeRozan, you want to see Patrick Beverly, and just guys get better acquainted with each other and back into the flow and winning ways of basketball. Now, the Washington Wizards were without Kristaps Porzingis and Monte Morris. So with them down two starters, I saw the Bulls as having the upper hand as far as lineups go. So Billy Donovan elected to go with the same lineup as Friday, and that's being Patrick Beverly, Alex Caruso, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. The five worked well together in their last outing, so I was curious to see how tonight's game was going to fare for the Bulls. Now, to start the game, you seen Zach LaVine get the first bucket of the game, and his shots were falling early. He was picking up where he left off in the Bulls' last game Friday, and that was good to see. You seen the Wizards, though, they did end up going up early, but Zach LaVine was getting to the rim. He had the first 6 points for the Bulls. You seen a good pass from Alex Caruso to Vucevic. But one thing I didn't see enough early was Vucevic getting touches in the paint. I mean, I know Daniel Gafford was down there, but I didn't see a big enough threat for the Bulls not to take advantage of Vucevic in the post. You seen Vooch with the mid-range, which I did appreciate. You seen DeMar DeRozan aggressive early, getting to the paint. But Bradley Beal is one of those guys, and he hit a three. You also seen a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers by the Bulls early. I mean, sloppy passes, turning the ball over, which was leading to a lot of Washington Wizards open runs and getting out there on the break. You seen that a lot early. But again, Zach LaVine was having a great start to the game, but the Bulls, again, bad passes. DeRozan did get his mid-range going, and when Billy Donovan elected to go to the bench, you seen guys like Andre Drummond coming in and causing effect to the game, especially on the rebounding. You seen, because that was one thing that was a problem early on in this game, and that was second chance points. The second, not even just second chance points, but just Bulls not getting to the basketball on defensive rebound. They was giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. I'll get into that when I discuss the stat lines tonight. Now, the Wizards were up 25-27 after one, but I didn't say to myself, okay, the Bulls don't look good. I mean, for the first 12 minutes, aside from the turnovers, the Bulls looked okay in this game. Now, Patrick Williams did get the first basket of the second quarter for the Bulls, and you seen DeMar DeRozan start to pick up his scoring, and the Wizards were just going on a scoring drought. I believe they went close to 4 minutes without an actual bucket. Then you seen Williams with a three with no hesitation, which you like to see Patrick Williams to be aggressive. The Wizards, again, their second chance points. DeMar DeRozan started getting to his spots in the second, and the Bulls' three-point shooting was just non-existent. I believe at one point they only had one three-point shot made in the first half, between the first and the second quarter, I believe. You seen Vucevic get a great pass to LaVine. LaVine ended up getting a dunk off that pass. The Wizards were getting into the paint, and that's one thing about the Washington Wizards. They are one of those teams that get into the paint. So that's one thing that the Bulls, I feel like, in the first half had to buckle down on. Now, you did see the Bulls offense start to stall. A lot of guys standing around on the 3-point on the perimeter and just electing to shoot. A lot of a lot of shot clock violations and things like that, which could have been avoided. When I feel like when things are like that are happening, that means you need the facilitator, the leader, a point guard. Again, Alex Caruso is a good option. Patrick Beverley is a better option. I feel like can get guys into the spots that they need to be in certain moments. Now, you did see LaVine again having a great first half, and 9 turnovers by both teams wasn't bad, but I would like to see the Bulls not turn the ball over at such a high clip, especially when you're holding a team to such a low scoring half. The Bulls were up 45-47 going into halftime. Now LaVine ends up getting the first basket of the third. The Bulls give up another layup. Now the Bulls kept struggling from 3, but which was good that they started to do in the half was Vucevic started getting into the paint. Zach LaVine started getting the catch and shoot. Alex Caruso was the main one to get a spark on the offensive end from 3. He hit a big one from beyond the arc, and the Bulls end up going on a 9-0 run. But you see guys like Kyle Kuzma start to get to the rim. But Alex Caruso coupled that with another big 3. Beal started hitting his tough shots. Patrick Beverley was defending very, 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 very highly in this game against guys like Bradley Beal or any guard that he was facing. Also, you seen Bradley Beal start to come on in the third, but Vucevic started getting points in the paint, and the only problem that was continuously happening in the third quarter was the Wizards was just getting offensive rebounding, mainly Daniel Gafford or Taj Gibson. Now DeRozan was getting to the rim, and you seen Kobe White with 2 big shots to end the third. Now the Bulls were up 74-67 after 3, and I'm saying to myself, okay, now that we're going into the latter stages of this game, this is where the Bulls have to be able to put it all together. You played a good 3 quarters. Now you have to end the game. This is the spot where you have to figure out how to finish. Now, to start the fourth, Patrick Beverley, I wasn't upset, but I could have did without this. And that was Patrick Beverley fouling Bradley Beal for 3 to start the fourth. And I'm like, okay, this can be a snowball effect. Either this is going to be something good or something bad. Now, in return, Bradley Beal ended up missing all 3 free throw shots. And I think that was something that basically gave a signal on how the fourth quarter was going to go. The fourth quarter basically was more or less of Chicago doing more than the Wizards. They were doing more than the Wizards. You had guys like DeRozan, a finisher, a closer. You had guys like LaVine, Vucevic. And I have to say something about all 3 of those guys when I discuss the box scores. You just seen guys doing more than the opponent. And I feel like the Washington Wizards did not have enough in tonight's basketball game to go against what the Chicago Bulls were doing collectively as a team. And what you saw after the Bulls were up late in the fourth quarter was Billy Donovan electing to go to the younger guys, the more bench players. After being up so many points, a double-digit lead, you seen guys like Dalen Terry, you seen guys like Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Derrick Jones Jr. all get a run. Ultimately, the Chicago Bulls did win this matchup against the Washington Wizards by a final score of 102-82. The Chicago Bulls now on the season are 28-33. They are a loss behind the Washington Wizards. So again, still looking up, still climbing, but a great win nonetheless as a team collectively. And as I look into the box scores, the high man for the game was DeMar DeRozan after not having the best outing, going into All-Star. The last game he did only have about, I believe, 17 points. So to see him with a 29-point, 11 for 15 masterpiece, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, that's great. You see Vucevic with 7 of 16 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3. I would have liked to see Vucevic not shoot as many threes as he did in this game. But again, at times you've seen guys like Gibson and Gafford falling off of him. So it was just more or less of him taking what the defense gave him, but he did have 13 rebounds and 16 points for the game. Patrick Beverley did not score at all, but we know he does more than just score. He did have 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 0-4 from the field, 0-3 from 3, and Alex Caruso with 2 big threes. He did have 6 for the game, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. You did see Zach LaVine with 4 assists, surprisingly. 27 points, 1 rebound. I would like to see Zach get to the boards a little bit more. And Kobe White off the bench with 17 big points, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. You did see an Andre Drummond sighting, but he had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 5 rebounds, 2 points. Patrick Williams with 5 points, 4 rebounds. He did hit a 3. And high man for the Washington Wizards was Bradley Beal with 18 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Also, Daniel Gafford with a double-double with 15 and 11. Again, like I said, the Chicago Bulls, they played a great game. Wasn't the best when you look at the box scores as far as three-point shooting. They did go 6 of 28 from the field as a team, 42 rebounds, but 22 assists. And we know when the Chicago Bulls have more than 20 assists, that gives them the best opportunity to win a basketball game. Oh, excuse me. The Bulls did go 8 of 30 from 3. I was looking at the Wizards stats for a second. 8 of 30 from 3. They did have 39 rebounds as a team and 21 assists as a team. Like I said, anytime the Bulls do have over 20 assists, that do give them the best opportunity to win a basketball game. And they shot 50% from the field as a team. So again, the Chicago Bulls getting this win against a team that ultimately, I'm not going to say you look to face them down the line, but getting a win in a much needed situation where you don't have but so many games left. So wins can't come far and few in between. And to get a win like that before you go on the road against a gritty, tough team like the Toronto Raptors is all you can ask for. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Chicago Bulls fans, Washington Wizards fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into this channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.